Hi, my name is Kristen and my practice is Well Balanced. Quite often on my YouTube channel and with my clients, I always talk about intentions, and intentions are everything. It's our intention of our heart that really moves situations and moves energy. So, when I was sick a few weeks ago with COVID, I would set the intention that every time I took my vitamin C or my zinc or my vitamin D, I had the intention that those vitamins were coming in and helping me heal. When I sat in front of my red light therapy, I accepted the healing that the red light therapy I know does scientifically, because I know it's been studied, but also just accepting that energy to come in. Again, if energy's real and everything's energy, then when we accept something, how much more does our cells and our tissues and our body and our mind and our spirit accept the healing and the help? So I'm also really kind of funny about taking medicine. I don't judge anyone that does, and I am so thankful when I need it that I have it and it's available for us. But when I had COVID, I also developed a sinus infection. And I've known in the past, that's my sensitive areas, my lungs and my sinuses, that I probably should get on antibiotics. So I wasn't dealing with this 2, 3, 4 weeks down the road. I had to get better and on my way to work. So reluctantly, I have to admit, my client/friend, who's a doctor, prescribed some antibiotics for me, some anti-inflammatories for my lungs. And I sat there and I looked at it for a while and I was like, gosh, this goes against everything that I want for my gut health, because I know for me, antibiotics, just kind of takes your gut biome down, your gut health down and stuff. But then I also knew that this medicine was made through other people with wisdom and knowledge and love. And it is helpful for so many people. It helps people save their lives. And so I wasn't going to be in a place where I took this medicine and thought negative thoughts about it, because then I think it's going against me, right? It's not going to help me as much. So I gave gratitude and thanks for all the people that made this medicine years ago, and all the gratitude and thanks for how it's going to kill the bacteria in my body, and all the gratitude and thanks for the medicine that was going to help my lungs not be so on fire. And I know this might sound funny to some people because you don't feel that way about medicine and it feels very helpful and all that to you. And I honor that because I have no judgment about anything that anyone else does. For me, though, I just like to do as much as I can holistic. And so I accepted the medicine with gratitude and thanks. I accepted it. And boy, did it work. And it helped me get better. And I accepted all the holistic things I was doing as well, like my stretches and my meditations and my vitamins and my red light therapy and all the things that helped me get better. So I'm sitting here 3 weeks after my COVID, feeling amazing, feeling so grateful for health, so grateful for all that I have been given with my health. And I'm just grateful for today. We just need to stay in the moment and be thankful, because when you feel great, it's such a great place. And when you're feeling rotten, that's okay. That's a time and a place too, to feel how you feel as well. So there's no right and wrong. Gosh, I wouldn't know how great health is if I hadn't have been sick. And so I think we need the dark and the light in order to balance us out, in order for us to, again, come into gratitude for all that we've been given. And the other kind of interesting thing is when I did have COVID, I was fearful when my lungs burned. The first week I got COVID, I was like, gosh, this is great. For me, it was not so bad. And so I did a bunch of stuff and I cleaned my house and I packed up and then I went into the garage and cleaned the garage, and that dust in the garage went right into my lungs and threw me back to square one. So then I was mad at myself because I was like, gosh darn, why do I do these things? Instead of just taking the time to heal, I had to push myself. But I really feel like it was another lesson for me to learn, because I did go into a little bit fear and anxiety. And when I went into that fear and anxiety, it was real. And I had to sit in that place. I didn't want to shove that anxiety down, but I had to sit in the place that maybe I was going to be one of the people that go to the hospital for this. My head was just going round and round. maybe what if I died? You know, what if I died? What if this and that? I had to come to a place of peace. And I really feel like that was a key component for me for growing more in my soul's growth, because you see, I don't want to walk around with fear, and I don't want to walk around with anxiety of what could happen. I'm praying that each situation that I come upon and I wrestle with, that I rest into it and I give it space to have space in my life, whether it's a negative place, a negative emotion that I'm feeling, or a positive emotion. They all contribute to being human and being in this world, and they all have lessons to learn. So again, at the beginning, I talked about the gratitude of taking medicine when we need it, and the wisdom that went behind with all those doctors and scientists that created that medicine. And also giving gratitude and thanks for the times that I was feeling scared and anxiety, because that was teaching me something. And it really truly was when I came into a place of peace that I really felt like, wow, I just learned a powerful lesson once again. And it won't be the last time I go into fear and anxiety, and it won't be the last time I'm sick, and it won't be the last time I feel gratitude for when I'm feeling better and for different things in my life. So don't ever get so caught up in having to do everything right. Don't ever get so caught up in having to just be joyful 100% of the time, because maybe we need to feel sadness in order to know how beautiful joy is. And maybe we need to feel down in order to know how good our health is. So again, back off of the judgment of how you, quote, should be, and accept what is, and then be grateful for wherever you're at, for it is here to teach you. And maybe that seems like a stretch to some of you, and it would have been a stretch to me years ago. But again, I do this for a living, so I'm thankful I get to walk through this every day with my clients, empowering not only them, but myself in the wonder and mystery of life, and in that there is so much to learn in every situation. So I just thought I'd pass on some thoughts I had about our intentions and our acceptance. I kind of did a couple things in this video, but just acceptance of what is, and coming to a place of peace and being okay with where you're at, and then rising up once you accept and feel. You got to feel. Can't shove it down. Can't run away from it. You got to feel. It's here to teach you something. Release it, and then go into acceptance, gratitude, and courage to walk into the newness. Thank you, and have a great day.